Well, one of my favorite comic book writers, Chuck Dixon, had an illustration of the Batman as an ICE agent apprehending some Antifa soy boys after tenderizing them for a little bit. And boy, how the woke pro-Antifa mob got triggered.
You got that right.
Could this year get any f***ing worse?
Like little girls.
I feel just like a little girl.
Well, hello, kiddies. This is your friendly neighborhood watchman coming to you today with an article from Cosmic Book News with the byline by Matt McGloin with the heading, Donald Trump Making Superman Great Again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Warner Brothers Discovery buyout by potential conservative owners and how it will affect James Gunn and his DCEU, Extended Universe, and other leftists like Eric Kripke, which we featured in the first installment of this series. So without further delay, let's jump right into this shit.
Without further ado, let's do this shit!
We once again have President Trump to thank for making entertainment, Hollywood, and pop culture great again. We don't deserve him. And this time, it's about DC and Superman. Truth, justice, and the American way. I harped on in a previous video of mine. Trump, Ellison, and the DC takeover. Hopefully. It all ties back to David Ellison and Skydance Paramount, who are making big moves in Hollywood, which is great because guess who owns Star Trek series and which leftist jackass has been running that franchise into the ground? Of course, I'm talking about Alex Kurtzman, and his contract is set to end next year in 2026. So hopefully they take the woke crap out of DC superheroes and the Star Trek franchise. My God, we can only hope. Millions of people will be singing the praises of David and Larry Ellison.
But I digress.
David, son of billionaire Larry Ellison, wants to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery, which includes DC Studios, DC Comics, and iconic heroes like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Justice League, to name but a few. That means Truth, Justice, and the American Way could be making a comeback. Hell yeah. My insiders tell me that if Ellison buys WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery, James Gunn will be out. And DC will get a full reboot, one meant to last. We can only hope. Sayonara.
Hell yeah.
Why James Gunn's DCU is failing, with Superman reportedly bombing financially, and Peacemaker Season 2 flopping.
You got that right, Kimasabi.
Insiders say Gunn knows his time is limited. That's why he's rushing to push out content and doing DC, quote, his way, end quote, regardless of fan reaction. Yeah, they don't give a shit about the fans.
You got that right.
Gunn's DCU has been marked by divisive or divisive, however you like to pronounce it,
You're so thoughtful, Banana.
messaging and political themes, splitting the fan base. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav reportedly only cares about making the company look good before the sale and securing his massive golden parachute payout. Trump's role in Hollywood's power shift. Back in 2018, Gunn became a vocal critic of Donald Trump on Twitter. Why is that not a shock? Conservative users resurfaced his old tweets about rape and pedophilia. Yeah, it's just funny, right? No, it isn't. Leading Disney to fire him from Marvel. Kevin Feige, who no longer possesses the Midas touch, later brought Gunn back for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But by then, Gunn had already landed at Warner Brothers to make the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Now, years later, Trump is indirectly shaping Gunn's fate again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, how ironic. The recent Skydance Paramount merger approved by Trump positions the Ellisons for a much larger media empire. Yes, that could compete now against the woke Disney conglomerate. Larry Ellison even joined Trump at the White House in January to announce Stargate, $500 billion infrastructure, and AI investment. If the Ellisons buy Warner Brothers Discovery, the Trump administration will likely support the deal. Oh, I certainly hope so. CBS, Barry Weiss, and the anti-woke shift. Ellison now also controls CBS. Great, because CBS is also part of that whole Star Trek deal too. Paramount used to own the movie rights of Star Trek, and CBS the TV shows. When they were split up, when Viacom split CBS and Paramount, they're now together under one umbrella, as far as I know. So Ellison controls CBS, which recently settled a lawsuit with Trump for $16 million over a 60-minute segment. In turn, Ellison appointed journalist Barry Weiss as head of CBS, a strong critic of the woke left.
That's what I'm talking about.
The move signals a larger ideological shift across Ellison's media empire, one that aligns with Trump's values and promises to steer DC back toward its classic roots. Thank God. Superman Trump. Mike DeLuca set to lead DC's reboot. If and when Warner Brothers' Discovery sale goes through, insiders tell me Mike DeLuca will take over DC. DeLuca and Pam Abdy recently re-signed with Warner Brothers, from my understanding at Ellison's request. DeLuca is a lifelong comic book fan, known for backing Blade. I remember I saw that in the movies in the theater back in 1998. Damn, 27 years ago. Almost 30 years. And time goes by quick, ain't no joke. DeLuca is a lifelong comic book fan, known for backing Blade, Man of Steel, and Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Insiders describe him as, quote, a die-hard comic guy.
Thank you.
Who knows cinema, history, and global trends, end quote. So expect James Gunn's DCU to end and a reboot under DeLuca that restores the DC heroes fans actually want. What it means for DC and Superman. The Trump-approved Skydance Paramount purchase of Warner Brothers Discovery will bring the end of Gunn's era for DC. From what I'm told, this new direction will restore traditional hero values, unite fans, and bring Superman back to
truth and justice in the American way.
Hallelujah. Woo! So folks, we reached the end of this article, and as usual, when we have the opportunity, we'll go over some reader comments. To start us off is Expo, who directs his comment to Matt McGloin, the author of the article. You said that about Star Trek. It didn't happen. Paramount is still crawling with Wotar's line. Look, Colbert cheering on Luigi Mangione and defending Democrats. Same with The Daily Show and lying about the murder of Charlie Kirk or other instances of Democrats killing or harming in other ways people or specifically Republicans. Oh, well, that's disappointing to hear in regards to Paramount and in regards to Star Trek. But they might be waiting till 2026, as I said earlier, when Alex Kurtzman's contract is up. CBS News refused to blame the Democrats and gaslight. Even had a guy from Canada and the NFL come in to blame Republicans for Kirk's murder. Ellison has no backbone, it seems. I doubt that. You don't get to be a billionaire by being a milksop. Colbert disrespected Larry on air and the family, yet they never reprimand him. South Park goes after Israel and Trump. They do nothing. They still license Star Trek and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to woke IDW, that's a publishing company, where Heather Antos and other staff are happy Charlie Kirk was murdered. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit right there. Heather Antos is a disgusting leftist who had no business being on any comic book company staff.
But I digress.
And going full crazy leftist, calling for more murder. They need to get someone radical. Funny, just realized the former CEO of X left after Grok went full Hitler. But Paramount is quiet over South Park. Warner Brothers is worse. Zaslav let John Oliver disrespect him on air, then renewed him. CNN has Scott Jennings and then even more radical leftists to balance him out. That place can't be saved and loses more money every year, yet they refuse to kill it. If Ellison ends up with it, he has to shut it down. Among a ton of other radical leftists still at Paramount and Warner Brothers, I forgot the CBS News staff threatened to walk out over Weiss's hiring or rumored hiring. Then you have to report these people. Go Walt Disney, label them all terrorists because it's clear they are. WB Games to NRS is full terrorists. Look, they hired Ghost of Yote Lady and all their staff is radical leftists. Add on left abuse in the workplace by Ed Boon and MK1 flopping. They need to be closed and reported to the FBI. Well, that guy wrote a paragraph. Well, how long has Ellison owned CBS? Offhand, I don't know. Sometimes you can't do everything in just one fell swoop. If it's been years, then yeah, the guy's got a point, but I have no idea. I'll look it up after this video. Epic says, how? Skydance owns Pluto. Why do they still platform liar radicals like the Young Turks and Saint, who is now lying on Asmongold? Asmon never said to silence or kill people solely for left-wing views. He said if they're violent in protest, harming others, they should be shot, especially trespassing on federal property. Same with them being run over if they're blocking roads and highways. Once again, lying to their radical audience is to get the most fired up to commit murder, all while speaking on his recently deceased father. These people are sick. Sank is Hasan's uncle, and I wouldn't doubt is funded by Hasan's rich parents. So he had to defend Hasan and attack Asmon because Hasan is getting called out for animal abuse. Yeah, they think he used electric shock on his dog.
This nigga is trash.
I hate this fucking country so much. It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
What?
Jesus Christ. What are you doing? You're being such a baby.
What the fuck?
All these platforms need to be investigated. The talent agencies like Knight and Company and Hasan's friends and family. I agree with that. Next up, we have HBH, who says Trump needs to go after the talent agencies, politicians, tech companies, and Hollywood. Investigate all of them. And NBC News acting like Benny Johnson deserved to have death threats made against him and his family.
This individual described orphaning my 4 beautiful children and widowing my wife.
Wow, really? NBC. And Trevor Noah thinks Charlie Kirk deserved to be killed, and it's fine to mock it. Deport that garbage already. Trump is doing nothing. Jail them all. While I understand your sentiment, what you want Trump to do? What you expect him to do? He's already been accused by the morons on the left of being a dictator or a king. But just because you don't like what someone says, as despicable as they may be, you can't ask them to just unilaterally kick someone out the country if they aren't illegal aliens. Come on, some common sense here.
Spitting facts. It could change your life.
J. Jones not removed, or politicians committing treason against the sitting president and dangerous misinformation. They you opines. Meanwhile, Daniel Warren Johnson draws Batman murdering an ICE agent.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He is not talented. I've told people that, but others go crazy for his untalented art and Transformers, which is bad. This is promotion of terrorism, and DC does nothing except employs them. He's promoting killing federal agents. All these people do is gaslight and deflect, misdirect. Red flag these people. They need to be under surveillance. I know leftards would defend him, even if he got blacklisted. Like Thinking Critical. Same with Matt Fraction. His friends are defending that anti-police Batman run, which is already woke one issue. And he's been far left radically and married to Kelly Sue. How can you think these people will write well? You have to be stupid to keep supporting this, then complain about it. Well, I don't know about those last couple of sentences because I have stayed away from comic book industry. For the most part. Next up, from Luke Jr., we have, meanwhile, WB is insane pushing a Mortal Kombat 3 movie before movie 2 comes out, and after the last game flopped. Mortal Kombat 1, also the first movie in this world, flopped. What is wrong with WB? NRS needs to be closed down. I don't know, but he hasn't bought Warner Brothers yet. So we just end it here with an image to trigger any wokies that happen to be looking at this video. It ain't for you, but enjoy it.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Yup.
So folks, with that said, we reach the end of this video. If you agree with the article's tone, agree with my comment, and the reader's comments, then hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you always be forewarned for whenever I drop another video. Feel free to comment down below. And as always, stay safe, and I bid you peace.